Today we are taking a look at Sakura Miku from Hatsune Miku. This is the Sakura Miku 2026 version in the Noodle Stopper Figure line by FuRyu. Hatsune Miku is a virtual singer character known through music, illustrations, collaborations, and many figure releases. Sakura Miku is a spring-themed version of Hatsune Miku, strongly associated with cherry blossoms and seasonal imagery. Today's highlights for this figure are the fragile, sleepy-looking expression, the soft color gradation, and the relaxed, seated pose. The first highlight is the fragile, sleepy-looking expression. The small, open mouth, pale pink eyes, and fine eyelash lines create a quiet face that feels calm and slightly sleepy rather than bright or energetic. The blush stays light on the cheeks, and the thin eyebrows sit under the bangs without adding a strong emotion. Because the face narrows smoothly toward the chin, the large eyes and small mouth stand out more clearly, giving the whole expression a delicate and dreamy impression. The second highlight is the soft color gradation. The hair shifts through gentle pink tones with paler sections around the face and deeper pink areas across the larger twin-tail surfaces. Sakura patterns are drawn on the hair, so the motif becomes part of the hair surface instead of appearing as a separate decoration. Around the head, the red cherry motif and green stems and leaves add small color accents, while the pink-based outfit keeps the whole figure connected to the same spring-like palette. The third highlight is the relaxed seated pose. The upper body is held at a slightly raised angle, the arms rest beside the body, and the hands are placed lightly on the surface. The legs stretch forward in a long line, with the pink knee-high boots continuing all the way to the rounded toes. Around the seated body, the long twin tails spread outward and curve around the lower body, adding a soft flowing shape that makes the pose feel calm, wide, and easy to follow. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. The face narrows smoothly toward the chin, and the mouth is sculpted in a small, open shape. Instead of a strong smile, the expression feels quiet, as if she is softly breathing. The eyes are large and based around a pale pink tone, with upper eyelash lines framing them and small circles, fine lines, and bright points layered inside. The eyes have a clear size, but they do not feel overly sharp, and together with the light blush on the cheeks, they create a fragile and sleepy-looking impression. The eyebrows sit thinly under the bangs, supporting the soft expression without interrupting the open mouth and pale eyes. The face line from the cheeks to the chin is clean, and the contrast between the large eyes and the small mouth makes the calm expression stand out even more. The bangs fall from the top of the head in small sections. Near the center, shorter tips overlap the upper area of the eyes, while the outer sections fall along the cheeks and frame the face. Sakura patterns are drawn on the surface of the hair, so they are not treated as separate raised decorations. Instead, they become part of the pink hair itself and give the hair a clear Sakura Miku identity. The bangs are not cut into one even length. They are divided into shorter central tips, longer strands along the cheeks, and thinner strands flowing outward, giving the face area more movement. A black headset appears around the head, and a thin microphone extends toward the mouth. The black line of the headset and microphone gives the face area a sharper outline within the soft pink hair and gentle expression. Around the head, the green stems and leaves and the red cherry motif overlap with the hair. Together with the Sakura patterns drawn on the pink hair, these elements create a spring-like color composition around the head. The back hair divides into two long twin tails. It first drops downward from the back of the head, then spreads outward to match the seated pose. Fine grooves run along the surface, separating multiple flows within the thicker hair sections. Toward the ends, the hair spreads wider and forms large surfaces around the seated body. Thinner, pale strands curve over the outer hair, creating overlap between the wide twin-tail surfaces and the finer hairlines. Sakura patterns are also drawn across the flowing hair surfaces, continuing the motif from the face area toward the ends of the hair. From the neck area down to the torso, the outfit is unified in pink tones, with pale pink surfaces and deeper pink edging layered together. A thin frilled line runs around the upper edge near the neck, softly separating the skin from the outfit. At the center, a pink necktie hangs downward, falling straight from the knot toward the middle of the torso. Even though the necktie belongs to the same pink color family as the surrounding outfit, its shape stands forward and becomes the central element of the upper body. The front of the torso has vertical divisions and the surface narrows gently from the chest toward the waist. The pale pink torso area, darker pink edging, and central necktie are close in color, but each part remains readable through shape and separation. The shoulders leave the skin visible, and the border between the skin and the pink outfit is divided by a thin edge. From the shoulder to the upper arm, the skin surface is smooth and the red 01 marking is placed directly on the arm. Small dots sit beneath the marking, adding extra detail to the arm surface. Below the arm, long pink sleeve parts are attached separately from the shoulder area. They do not continue directly from the shoulder, and they read as separate pieces hanging below the arms. At the top of each sleeve, a band-like section creates a boundary, and a black rectangular panel overlaps that area, adding a small accent within the pink sleeve. The sleeves fall toward the wrists with a little room in their shape. From the top boundary to the cuff, they create long downward surfaces. The hands are placed beside the body on the surface, and the fingers are lightly bent. Around the cuff area, the large pink sleeve surface gathers near the wrist, and the slender fingers appear from that opening. The fingertips carry a pale pink color, connecting naturally with the sleeves and outfit. The hands do not create a dramatic gesture. They rest quietly beside the seated body and support the relaxed feeling of the upper body. Long hair sections curve forward along the outer sides of the torso, passing outside the arms and sleeves. The torso itself gathers toward the center, but the hair spreading around the outside gives the upper body a wider outline. From the back, the pink outfit narrows toward the waist and then connects down into the skirt. From the front, the necktie creates the central vertical line, while from the side, the arm, sleeve, and hair overlap in layers. Because of this, even within the same pink base color range, the position of each part remains easy to read. The waist area is built around a pink skirt, which spreads forward and backward to match the seated pose. Vertical folds run across the skirt surface, dividing the pink areas from the waist toward the hem. Around the hem, pale pink and deeper pink sections overlap, creating small steps along the lower edge. At the front, a pale pink inner layer appears below the skirt, and beneath that, the surface changes to the skin of the thighs. The transition from the waist to the legs is not treated as one continuous area. It is divided into the skirt, the inner pink layer, and the skin surface. From the back, the pink upper outfit overlaps the skirt, clearly separating the upper body and lower body at the waist. The legs stretch forward from the seated body, connecting smoothly from the thighs to the knees and ankles. The upper thighs are shown as skin, and below that, pink knee-high boots continue all the way to the toes. A band-like boundary separates the skin from the boots, making the change in color and shape clear. On the front of the thigh area, thin rectangular sections are arranged vertically, adding small rhythm to the long surface of the legs. From the knees downward, the legs narrow cleanly toward the ankles, and the line continues naturally to the feet. The toes are rounded, and short heels extend downward at the back. The surface from the toes to the upper foot stays smooth, continuing the forward line of the legs to the very end. Around the seated body, the long back hair spreads widely and curves around the outer side of the legs. The hair extends close to the skirt and legs, surrounding the lower body with a broad pink flow. Sakura patterns are drawn across the hair surface, so the motif continues even near the lower body. Thin, pale hair strands curve over the wider hair surfaces, adding a large arc against the straightforward line of the legs. The lower body is made from the forward stretch of the legs, the spread of the skirt, and the outward curve of the hair. The pink-based outfit and the pink hair sit close together, keeping the color flow connected from the waist down to the feet. This figure is approximately 14 centimeters tall. That's about 5.5 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Sakura Miku by FuRyu stands out because this figure combines a soft, sleepy expression, pink-based outfit, sakura patterns across the hair, cherry fruit motif, and a relaxed, seated pose that guides the eye naturally across the whole piece. The face leaves a quiet first impression. The eyes are large and pale pink. The mouth opens only a little, and the light blush keeps the expression delicate rather than energetic. The fine lines inside the eyes and the thin eyebrows under the bangs help the face feel calm and slightly dreamy. The hair strengthens that presentation very effectively. The bangs are divided into small sections, with shorter tips near the center and longer strands framing the cheeks. Sakura patterns are drawn across the pink hair surface, so the motif feels connected to the hair itself rather than appearing as a separate decoration. The long twin tails spread outward around the seated body, and the same sakura patterns continue across the wider hair surfaces. The upper body works well because the outfit layout stays clean while remaining detailed. The neck area, torso, edging, and necktie are all unified in pink tones, and the central necktie creates a clear vertical line down the front. The red 01 marking on the upper arm adds a recognizable character detail, while the long pink sleeve parts and black rectangular panels give the arms more definition. The lightly bent fingers also support the relaxed feeling of the pose. The lower body continues the same pink-based design through the skirt and knee-high boots. The skirt spreads around the waist with visible folds and layered pink edges, while the thighs transition into the boots through a clear band-like boundary. The boots continue to the rounded toes, keeping the forward line of the legs smooth and easy to follow. Around the seated body, the wide twin tails curve outward and add a soft, flowing shape around the lower half. What makes the figure especially effective is the way all of these elements connect. The eye can move from the quiet face to the central necktie, down through the stretched legs, and then outward to the large flowing twin tails without feeling stuck. Because of that, fans of Sakura Miku or Hatsune Miku will likely enjoy this piece very much. Collectors who like soft seasonal Miku designs, pink-based outfits, and relaxed seated poses should find it a very satisfying addition. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.